Field settles. Ready and racing this time, a fairly even dispatch. Artisan dropped to the rear shortly after the start. Midnight Witch is showing some pace out of the barrier and will lead on, settling down. King Valence goes to second. Over on the outside, then racing third. In fact, pushing up along the inside now is Sir Alacrity. Pocket Pearl, it is out wider. They're followed by just in behind them up in that forward division, as well as another Revette. They're racing closely. Little Day just in behind them. They're followed by further back in the field was Dormark as they head along towards the 600 metre mark. Further back was Friendly Quip, and Artisan dropped out to last of all. Midnight Witch leads them up the hill. Moving around the outside to second now is Pocket Pearl. There followed by further back came another Revette as they start to climb the hill. In behind them then winding up on the outside was Dormark from Little Day. The head of the rest, Sir Alacrity on the rails. They're followed by Friendly Quip. Further back was King Valence, and last of all is Artisan. They swing the home turn and into the straight, and the leader is Midnight Witch, about to be grabbed in the centre now by Pocket Pearl. They're followed by Sir Alacrity, and further back came another Revette with Little Day. In the run home, Midnight Witch in front and the inside, Pocket Pearl wide out. Coming between runners is Sir Alacrity. Midnight Witch just in front, Sir Alacrity driving at it, and from near last, flying home on the outside would have been another Revette. I reckon on the inside, Midnight Witch might have just hung on to win this. Sir Alacrity and out wide, another Revette in a great finish. Little Day and behind them from Pocket Pearl. Further back in the field then came King Valence. They're followed by Artisan, Friendly Quip and Dormark. Great finish here right across the track in the first. Stand by for the placings. Photo naturally called for. They're wide apart here. Jumping around a bit, Mr. Boons. Now they're just about set. Field settles again. Light about to come on. Ready for a start. They're set. Ready and racing this time. Fairly even dispatch too. Heineken Boy showing some pace shortly after the start with driving through Show Reef. And up there as well in the early stages is Show Off Last, settling down into stride. And Show Reef drives through to lead. Racing up to second, Whiz Away behind it. Out wide, Yea Comets up in that forward division, going forward quickly. Heineken Boy up there as well. They're followed by just in behind them, settling down, is there over on the inside came Cumberland Arms. They're followed by Dorsey. Well back out of its ground then came Cruise Liner, who's back to second last, and last of all is Mr. Beans climbing the hill. Yea Comet, and over on the inside Show Reefer together. They're two in front then of Heineken Boy third. They're followed by over on the outside came Cumberland Arms. Dorsey wider out. They're followed by El Quillo just in behind them. Further back in the field then as they're about to round the home turn was Annesley Rhythm and Show Off Lass at the head of the rest. Into the straight now, and Yea Comet ranges up on the outside of Show Reef the rails. They've gone clear then on Heineken Boy. Further back came Dorsey unwinding a run, and Annesley Rhythm at the head of the rest. In the run home, it's Yea Comet on the outside, and flying home further out came Heineken Boy. Heineken Boy and Yea Comet, they go to the line. Heineken Boy doing the better, joining in as well Dorsey, and Dorsey's got up to win. Dorsey's won. Heineken Boy second, third placing Yea Comet. They're followed by, behind them came Show Reef, Annesley Rhythm, El Quillo. They're followed by, further back came Cumberland Arms. Further back in the field then to pull up would have been Cruise Liner back out of its ground. They're followed by Whiz Away, who was always well back out of it, with Mr. Beans, who was one of the last ones to pull up. Stand by for placings, race number 2. Berwick Coffee Store Class D handicap. Numbers about to go in the frame. Numbers going up.
Bay. Going up quickly, Bright Scholar on the outside, and just a couple are through the front of the stalls. Didn't go very far. Redwood Flyer and Acapulco Bay. Going up quickly, Bright Scholar on the outside, and just up behind them, Indian Dinner showing good early toe. They're followed further back by Redwood Flyer, dropping back along the rails, Magnetic Boy. Opacus to his outside, and back at the rear, Royal Defender. Up the hill they swing, and Indian Dinner takes over in front, leads out by a length and 3/4. In second berth, Bright Scholar looks to be up and travelling nicely on the bit. They're followed in third spot by Acapulco Bay. Around the outside is Redwood Flyer. They're followed further afield by Opacus, making ground to the outside. Royal Defender driving between horses, and about 4 away at the rear is Magnetic Boy. At the top of the hill they swing, and on the inside the leader's still Indian Dinner, but Bright Scholar's moved up to him quickly. They're a length and a half to the good. Opaque is starting to run on with Acapulco Bay coming through in the centre. Royal Defenders back behind them looking for a run. Homeward bound, a great charge on in front. Acapulco Bay goes quickly to hit the lead, but Opacus on the outside's grabbing him quickly inside the 200. Acapulco Bay, the leader. Opacus coming at him sharply on the outside. Acapulco Bay and Opacus as they get near home. Opacus and Acapulco Bay, they split at Opacus. Opacus got there a half neck on the line from Acapulco Bay. Royal Defender third. Then came at the head of the rest Redwood Flyer, followed in further back by Magnetic Boy. Next to pull up Indian Dinner and back towards the rear Bright Scholar. Stand by for placings. A good win there to Opacus, ridden by Corey Mallion. Settle down towards the tail end of the field.
Track now, they're set and they're racing this time. Oh, wobbly old start. Cinderized, Num Lung missed it. Charge Image won the start. Lead settling down. Go for Diamonds goes up on the outside. Fast Progress settles third in behind them. They're followed by off around the outside as Flight Girl. Up between runners as Storm Pack as they start to bunch. They're followed by just in behind them came Residence. A length away Bought Coy Glory whipping around the outside. 2 away then came Bowchester. 3 away Cinderized. And back at the rear of the field is Num Lung. Along the back they go. And Flight Girl skips 3 or 4 in front now. In second placing, whipping around the outside is Bought Coy Glory. They're followed by Go for Diamonds, the rails. Length and a half away then Charge Image. They're followed by Fast Progress over on the outside of Residence. A length and a half then came Storm Pack. They're followed by further back in the field was Num Lung on the outside of Cinderized. And Bowchester's now dropped out to last of all. 500 metres to go. They're about to start to climb the hill. And over on the inside, Flight Girl, the outside, Bought Coy Glory. They're a length in front then on Go for Diamonds. They're followed by Charges Image. Further back in the field then came Fast Progress starting to wind up around the outside. Residence the head of the rest, followed by Num Lung, Cinderized, and Bowchester back at the rear as they swing the home turn. Flight Girl the inside. Go for Diamonds quickly challenges on the outer. They're followed by further back came Storm Pack and Residence, and further back came Fast Progress in the straight right across the track. Go for Diamonds narrowly in front. Yeah, mate. What's that? Got it, talk them in, yep, okay. Sorting out a tape here. After getting back towards the tail. Stand by for a start here. Ready? He's let them go. Jumped in a fair line too, with the exception of Citrus Grove, who threw its head up in the air, went back towards the rear. So did Tricky Eyes, who dropped out to second last. And beginning very fast was Calculating Indian, will take up the running early. Led about 2 or 3 lengths in second, placing Aero Connor half further back on the outside. Latin Baron running up to third. They're followed by the top weight Century's Name, and around the outside then. And making ground is Coastal Warrior out wider on the track, and they're followed by Chandra, who's moving around the outside. Back on the fence then, getting a long way back is Citrus Grove, and last of all in the field now, as they work up with about 1,000 metres to go, is Tricky Eyes. It's out in front here, Calculating Indian about 3/4 in front here, doing it well. In second placing, Latin Baron moving up on the outside as they work up the top of the hill there. A length away then to Aero Con, and they're followed further back in the field then by the grey Coastal Warrior, who's making good ground. 2 lengths away then Century's Name. They're followed further back in the field then by Chandra. Tricky Eyes is a long way back in the field at this particular stage, and back there last of all in the field there, getting a long way back is Tricky Eyes, now dropping back. He got a bit of a check, racing down the side now up towards the home turn, and here they've got about 400 metres left to go, and taking over in front is Latin Baron, who skipped away here. Latin Baron a length and a half in front as they swing around the home turn of Calculating Indian, battling on the rail. They're followed by Aero Connor, so straighten up for the run in, but Latin Baron shot away 2 lengths in front now of Calculating Indian. Down the outside, Chandra is running on, but Aero Con battling on inside the 200 metre mark. Latin Baron's about 3 in front and doing it pretty stylishly as they get down to the line. Latin Baron's going to walk in. It's about 5 lengths in front, Aero Con, and down the outside, Chandra finishing on hard, but Latin Baron's won it by 5 lengths. Getting up to run second, Chandra. On the inside there was Aero Con third, and they're followed further back in the field then by Tricky Eyes, who made good ground, then Empty Flag, and well back in the field then Calculating Indian, and they're followed by Coastal Warrior, Citrus Grove, and the last one to complete the course was Century's Name.
Stand by for numbers here, and Latin Baron, number 5, will be the winner, and has won very comfortably in the run home. Racing right away from Calculating Indian, who battled on pretty well. Aerocom was slugging away, and Chandra out wider. There for the Mrs. Y. Berry and
Tape, if you want to do that, we can work something out. Race number 6 on the card here at Yea. All in and ready to go and racing this time. Throwing its head in the air there, Nakampa missed the start. Slow to go as well was So Green. Winning the start, Plash Arrogance. Racing up Kinchall Lass in the early stages. They're followed by Acheron Bay, trapped out very wide. Roy's Prodigy in the centre. They're followed by Nakampa getting up along the inside. Further back then was So Green. Man on Parade drops to the rear. Along the back, 1,200 metres out. Acheron Bay finally pulls its way to a neck lead now over in second placing. Plash Arrogance, one off the rails. Nakampa's getting right up along the inside there, followed by Roy's Prodigy. Now Plash Arrogance ease back to 4th, followed by Man on Parade there, followed by So Green, and along the back they head, and last of all over on the outside there as they head along the back was Kinchall Lass. Along towards the 600 metre mark now, and the leader over on the inside now is Nakampa. Acheron Bay, it's outer. They're 2 lengths in front now of Roy's Prodigy, who's gone to 3rd. They're followed by Man on Parade. Further back making ground now around the outside came Plash Arrogance. They're followed by So Green, and Kinchall Lass has dropped out to last of all, climbing to the top of the hill, and Acheron Bay over on the outside draws 3/4 in front of Nakampa second. They're followed by Plash Arrogance, Man on Parade running on. Further back then came So Green as they're about to swing the home turn into the straight. Straightening up now, and Acheron Bay a narrow leader, Man on Parade out after it. Plash Arrogance wider out there, followed by further back came Nakampa. In the straight now, Man on Parade might be a narrow leader. Out very wide, Kinchall Lass is gobbling them up quickly. Man on Parade, Kinchall Lass out wide, followed by Plash Arrogance. Kinchall Lass out very wide's gone to the lead. Plash Arrogance trying to go with it, but Kinchall Lass a length and a half on the line. Plash Arrogance second, Man on Parade third. In behind them, So Green, Acheron Bay, followed by Nakampo, and last in was Roy's Prodigy. Wait the numbers on race number 6. Troy Strang, a patient ride. Teen Wolf next to it. Hermel drawn wider out. They're set, they're racing this time. Fairly even dispatch. Bounty Wise will lead on settling down. Pulling its way up on the outside there to second placing now is Tastefully Ours. They're followed by settling third on the outside there came Palak. Further back the rails was Teen Wolf. Back midfield there was What You're Seen over on the outside Obdu. And last of all is Per Mill. Down the back they head Bounty Wise the leader. Palak pulling its way up on the outside second. Tastefully Ours just behind them. They're followed by What You're Seen up in that forward division. Obdu further back followed by Teen Wolf the rails. And dropping out to last of all is Per Mill. Along the back they go towards the 800 metre mark now, and the leader is Bounty Wise. Up on the outside, What You're Seen taking it on. They're followed by further back in the field came Tastefully Ours. They're followed by Palak over on its outside. Further back was Teen Wolf along the inside. They're followed by Per Mill, who's back last of all, and just in front of it Obdu as they start to climb the hill now. Bounty Wise the leader. What You're Seen on the outside's been pestering it all the way. Palak back in third placing, followed by further back came Tastefully Ours. They're followed by over on the outside, starting to make some ground now was Teen Wolf as they're about to round the home turn, and Permill's dropped out to last of all as they swing the home turn now, and Palak in the centre might be a narrow leader. Coming out after it now was Tastefully Ours. Wider out on the track, Teen Wolf joining in there right across the track again, and Obdu from a long way back is joining in as well. Teen Wolf is narrowly in front. Obdu coming at it from Palak. It's over in the centre of the track. Teen Wolf going to the lead. Palak fighting back. It's Teen Wolf though in front near the line, pulling up plenty. Teen Wolf wins. Second placing went to Palak. Now third up in the centre might have gone to Tastefully Ours from Obdu wider out. They're followed by Per Mill. In behind them, What You're Seen near the inside, and Bounty Wise was one of the last in. Wait the numbers on race number 7. Some keen racing here at Yea today, and they're certainly using most of the track here, right across the track again. And it's 7-2 and a photo here. Number 17 Wolf the winner, R. Kirkpatrick. 2 Palak, Harry Bacon second, and a photo for third.
There they go. This time the whole 10 gates opened and they jumped away in a pretty good line, and on the inside Bayonetta was quickly headed off by showing pace early. Timber Merchant, Tinwald Gold's up there in the early part of it. Coming across from the outside is Sir Pike with Brittany Bay and Mr. Jeeves not far back. In the rundown of the judge on the first occasion, and in the all-white, Tinwald Gold shows out a narrow leader, but Sir Pike goes up quickly to head it off now. And in the swing to the bottom turn, it's Tinwald Gold joined by Sir Pike. Getting right up behind them on the rails into a good posse now is Race Funds. They're followed over on the outside by Brittany Bay, and settling just up behind them is Gold Benjamin. Followed after a length and a half in the field further back. Over on the inside there at the head of the rest, making up a little bit of ground is Bayonetta. Over on the outside, Reparoa, followed further back second to last by Clarendon Street, and the whipper-innerer is Timber Merchant. Over to the back of the course they go, 11.50 to run, and in the all-white colours of the club, it's Tinwald Gold in front. Out by 3 parts of a length from Sir Pike second. Getting the run of the race up on the rails in third spot at the moment is Race Funds. It's travelling nicely. Hooked around the outside and going forward 3 wide is Mr. Jeeves. They're followed further back, getting up on the inside rail at the head of the rest there by Gold Benjamin. Further back on its outside came Brittany Bay. Next pushing through in the centre is Timber Merchant from Bayonetta over on the inside, and they're followed further back by Reparoa, and Clarendon Street has been relegated to the rear. Heading up the hill they go, and the leader's still doing it well, Tinwald Gold. 3 parts of a length in advance. In second place, Mr. Jeeves on the outside. Well, if you could bet in running, you'd want to get on Race Funds. It's had a magnificent run in third spot and looks to be going easily. Now Mallion calls on it and hooks it away from the rails to set sail out after the leader. It's Tinwald Gold coming down the hill, a half length in front of Race Funds, coming out after it quickly. Wide on the track, coming into it quickly now is Timber Merchant, and right down the outside, circling the field, is Clarendon Street. Here's a great go at the 200. We're dashing to the front, Race Funds. On the inside, Tinwald Gold battles back. They're nicely clear at the head of the others. Down the outside is Clarendon Street. Tinwald Gold on the inside just will not surrender. Race Funds and Tinwald Gold. Race Funds and Tinwald Gold. Race Funds. It got it by a nose on the peg from Tinwald Gold. In third place, Gold Benjamin. A fair effort. Out wide was Clarendon Street. They were followed in further back by Reparoa. At the head of the others was Bayonetta over on the inside, followed by Timber Merchant. Well back then came Mr. Jeeves, Sir Pike and Brittany Bay. Judge going for the photo.